Dude, Ableton is crazy. I don't always commit to like using drum loops in the final thing, but it's great for ideas. I use addictive drums as well for like programming the actual drums, and I just literally just play it on the keyboard. Like I'll do just kick and snare, and then I'll layer all the overheads afterward, but
yeah,
I mean, between like that's all like stuff that was in this room. And so now, depending on, you know, what the artist wants, I can like send those drum tracks to an actual drummer who's got a setup, you know, preamps, all that stuff. Take that and just, you know, do their thing, track real drums on top of it. Same with like, guitars. I typically do all the keys on my stuff. Sometimes I do all the acoustics. Yeah, I like taking what I have here, building a skeleton, and then outsourcing a lot of stuff. Depending on people's schedules and your schedule, you can get stuff done pretty quickly.
All right, so you also do a little bit of singing too. I saw your Instagram.
Yeah.
I saw you up there, bro.
Yeah. Right now I'm using the UA Sphere DLX. Honestly, I use it for literally everything, like guitars, vocals. I used to have a Manly, just recently sold it. Still, like I love that mic, but being able to switch between stuff is great. I mean, like literally what I'll do is, right now it's on the 251, the Telefunken 251 model, and that's, you know, vocals, but then I'll just switch it to, for acoustics, like I'll switch it to the ribbon.
160.
Yeah, just drop the stand and just quickly, it's so fast. And honestly, the chain I've got going works for both vocals and guitar, so it's just easy to go back and forth between stuff. And this is all just in the box, you know, UA. Sounds crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, yeah, I mean, it's literally, this is the chain. That's all that's on it. No EQ, that's it. This is the Prophet Rev 2. I believe this is the 16 voice one. It's awesome. I mean, the amount of modulation you can do with these things is crazy. So I honestly, for like somebody starting out, I don't quite recommend this one just because it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
But once you kind of get the basics of how to assign modulation and all that stuff, like this thing is crazy. It can do the vintage thing, can do the modern thing. It's obviously a Prophet, so it's got that sizzly top end.
And where's that go out of that?
It's kind of crazy, but all the keys go into this key largo.
Oh, cool.
This is made by Radial, and it's like a DI. You can like pump effects into it, so you can kind of mix your effects as well. I'm not using it for that. I'm really just using it for the DI, so I can do three stereo inputs into one left and right output.
Yeah, that's killer.
And then it's got the ground on it, which is, you know,
yeah.
You have to have that.
Yep.
Otherwise you have a bunch of noise. So out of that, I'm going, this is where it kind of gets crazy, but I don't know if you can see down here, there's these reamp boxes.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going into this right here, this patch bay. The patch bay is also this whole thing over here, which is all my guitar pedals effects. That is also patched. I believe actually this is patched to the reamp boxes, so I can convert high Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like actually talking with the Sweetwater guys, and I was like, how do I do this? Like I'm trying,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to, you know,
properly do it.
Yeah, because you're doing like high Z, but like line level, and they kind of gave me some information. I don't remember it, but
yeah.
This chain right now, what I'm doing is the UA Max, which is their new compressor. Having that at the front is great, especially for like pianos if you want really crunchy pianos. And then I'm going into the Astra, which is the best chorus pedal ever.
Oh, okay, that's exciting. I want to try that.
Bro. Yeah, it's supposed to model the Brigade chorus.
Nice.
Which they have a plugin for that.
Yeah.
But it's really warm. It kind of adds some saturation. You can mess with like, you know, the intensity. Literally best chorus pedal. It also does trem, has flange. trim thing. And then out of there, I'm going into this like kind of crappy, but like
The DL4?
gorgeous DL4.
You paint it?
Yeah, my buddy painted it and he gave it to me. And I was like, oh, I'll just keep it gray. But I literally use it for one thing and one thing only. And it's the analog mod delay, which is just like a tube delay, but it's got like a bunch of modulation to it. Mm-hmm. Shout out Casey Moore. Do you know Casey? Mm-mm. This is like his thing. He showed me and a couple of my friends this, but it's like,
oh, that's cool.
it just starts oscillating. You can hear it like, for like lead lines.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick on guitars too, but I love it on keys.
And you just print it in?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, so with the patch bay, I mean, I can, right now it's going like out, like it's going out of here into there and then back into here to the console, but you can do just the keys. I can also like route, like if I want to print drums through some of this stuff, I can route it out of console into there.
Oh, cool.
That's why I'm not connected to this guy, because I want to be able to like print vocals through it or whatever. So this over here is the Moog Prodigy.
It's like a sub thing?
Yeah, it's just bass. Probably one of the coolest synths they ever made. It's just it's the most simple synth ever. It's 2 oscillators. You've got your filter, which is super simple, attack, release, sustain, contour. And then you have a little bit of modulation, which it's nothing crazy. And that's really it. Like even you can't like shift the octave or anything like that. So I like have to detune it to like go lower.
Yeah.
It's so simple, so basic. They're pretty cheap too. Like I got this thing for $800.
Oh, nice.
Because it's all aftermarket. Like it's the most slept on Moog synth in my opinion. Yes, this is made by UDO. Very new. Like I think the Super 6 came out I think they announced it in 2019, came out in 2020. It's like a digital analog type hybrid thing, but it's binaural. It makes your oscillator stereo, but it's not the same as chorus. It's not like modulation.
Okay.
So this is just like a wave right now, like their stock wave, which is I guess saw. So if I go over here, so you can like mess with what it's doing to the left and right. And that's no chorus, that's just the binaural thing kicking in right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So then it also has chorus built in, which is like, I think it's supposed to model the Juno chorus. You've got these 2 stages of it, so. Which just makes it even more wide. Or you can get super swimmy. Yeah, in my opinion, dude, this is like,
Sounds so good.
This is it. If you're like just getting into it, if you're like a big synth head, this is the #1 synth I would recommend right now. But yeah, I mean, dude, like
What's the name of the company that makes this?
It's called UDO.
UDO, all right.
Yeah, I've heard people say Udo, but I'm pretty sure it's UDO.
All right.
And you say it fast like that. So simple, but like it can also do super creative things. Also, the ARP on this is like. Yeah, that's it, dude. That's the ARP sound. Also, like, for bass, it's surprisingly crazy. The low end is just super fat on it.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, those barefoot sound so good in here.
Yeah. I'll throw Ampeg
Oh yeah.
on here for bass, and it's...
My God.
Yeah, so dope.
It's crazy. I can't believe how quiet, until you put the Ampeg on there, how quiet the signal chain is.
That's because of the reamp. The way it's currently set up, I don't remember the exact routing, but this is the cleanest way to do all this.
Hey, thanks for checking out this clip. If you're setting up your own studio and you have any questions about how to hook things up, what to plan for, what gear you are thinking about getting, how you want to go about it, you can schedule a call with me at andrewmastersmusic.com. It's a one-on-one, 1-hour consultation where you can ask me anything you want. The link is down in the description. Go schedule your call today. And if you're just chilling and you want to subscribe or watch another clip, click one of these two things.